So I want you guys to share this. Just share this video tonight, and I hope you guys be blessed. I want to start because I know time is of the essence, and I really just want to be brief. The title of this live video is "Your Enemies Will Elevate You in This Season." Your enemies will elevate you in this season. To be elevated is to be raised up. To be raised up in rank, to be raised up to a level of importance. To be elevated is to be lifted up. And your enemies are going to accidentally elevate you or cause you to be elevated in this season. So Sister Tamika, I want you to know what God is getting ready to do is to cause your enemies to elevate you without knowing. And I want to deal with the book of Esther, chapter 6, preferably tonight, where there is an uncle of Esther's by the name of Mordecai. Some Bible scholars say he was the cousin, and some say he was the uncle, but there was an uncle by the name of Mordecai, and some of you may know who Mordecai was. But Mordecai was very hated by Haman, and one day Haman decided that he is going to build this gallows. The gallows for Mordecai, to hang Mordecai in this gallows. But I want you to know that even when your enemies conspire and plan wicked things against you, Corey, I want you to know that God will step in. Somebody in here, you're under pressure, but God is about to step in. He was preparing this gallows, and he just had finished this gallows, and he's on his way to the king, and he wants to have a meeting with the king. But that particular night, God interrupted the sleep, the rest of the king. The king could not rest. He was in torment, and he called and he said, "I want you guys, my servants, I want you to bring my books for me. Let me look at my books." And he's looking through his books, and he comes across where Mordecai had saved him. Two of his men, doorkeepers, tried to kill him, and Mordecai saved him by letting him know the conspiracy that was against him. And he looked back in the book and he asked his servant, he said, "Mordecai saved my life, but nothing was never done for him." And they said, no king, nothing was never done for Mordecai. Now keep in mind, now Haman is on the way to the king's room, to the king's house. Now he's on his way to tell the king the exciting news: "I just built this gallows for Mordecai, and we're gonna hang him because he's a troublemaker, he's defiant, he's all of these things." And here goes now, the king says, "Okay, we never rewarded him." And he asks his servant, he says, "Who's in the courts?" And they said, "I think Haman is in the court, and I'm not sure, but I'll go see." And at that same time, Haman now, he's in the court, and they bring him into the king's room. And watch this now. The king asks Haman a question, and someone is about to shout in a minute. The king asks Haman a question, and he says, "Haman, what would you do to honor somebody? What would you do to honor somebody that has been good to you?" And Haman thought in his mind, he said, "Listen, what would I do? Who would the king want to honor aside from me?" He thought the king was referring to him. "How should I honor you?" So he said, "Listen here, king." He said, "You need to pull out your best robe, and you need to robe him, and you need to give him your best horse, and not only your best horse, you need to put the crown royal on the horse's head, and then you need to walk him through the streets, and I need you to walk him through the street, whoever this man may be, and let everybody know that this is what happened when the king is pleased. I need you to give him that horse. I need you to robe the horse, robe him. I need you to do this and walk through the streets." Now listen here. This is what Haman wanted. Immediately, this is what the king said. The king said, "Okay, Haman, I like that idea. Go right now and do this for Mordecai." You know Haman must see had a fit right there. You know he was shocked. He was shocked because the man who you wanted to kill, you just elevated, you fool. You just elevated. elevated Mordecai, who you just built a gallows for. You now have to elevate the man, and hold on. So he went right away and he robed Mordecai. He gave Mordecai the horse, set Mordecai on the horse, and hold on. He had to pull Mordecai on that horse through the streets. He led Mordecai through the streets, and this is what he had to say. This is what happens when the king is well pleased with you. As Mordecai is riding on the horse in the royal robe, on the royal horse that belongs to the king, Haman is holding the horse, leading them, saying, this is what happens when the king is pleased with you. I'm trying to let someone know right now, the same thing that the enemy is trying to set up for you, God says they can fall into it. And can I tell you that those same gallows that Haman built for Mordecai is what he perished in? I came to let someone know the trap the enemy set for you, God is turning it around right now. I don't know what you're worried about in this season, because God is about to turn it around right now. Mordecai was set up by his enemy because the enemy thought that it was their season of elevation. Oh no, it's not your enemy's season of elevation. It's your season. I want to let you know, Tamika. I want to let you know, Denise. The same people that try to destroy you are going to accidentally lift you up. I feel it right now. They're going to accidentally lift you up. The same people that gossip about you, the same people that try to destroy and defame you, I want you to know they are going to be the ones, just like Haman, to walk into the king's chamber, into the king's room, wherever they were, and listen here, elevate Mordecai. My God. And how God will set it up. People will talk about you in the presence of your enemies and don't even call your name. And when they begin to elevate you, when they begin to say good of you, it's going to be too late when they find out, or when it is revealed who we are speaking of. So I want you to know that God says the month of February, the second month, double increase is coming in this season. And the same people that turned you down, listen here, thank God they did it, because God opened bigger doors. I want to share something with you. I remember several years ago, I was in a place where I wanted to go into small doors. They weren't big doors, but then they looked like big doors to me, because any door was a good door for me. And I wanted to go I'm fighting now for local doors. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, God, why am I being beat down for local doors? Why am I being persecuted for local doors? I mean, you had preachers, you had ministers, you had prophets, you had prophetess. I mean, just closing doors. You had people just closing doors. And I'm trying to figure out, God, what have I done so wrong that no door is going to open for me? And I didn't even realize that the enemy was doing me a favor by closing the local doors. Because if they had not closed the local doors, I would not be accessing the international doors. So God says, what they don't see is they elevated you to a new level where you stop looking for local doors, you stop looking for any door, and doors begin to come to you. What am I saying? There's some people that try to close local doors in your face, but they don't know all they did was set you up. Listen here, they should have left the little local doors of West End open, of 8 Mile Rock open, of Freeport open. They should have left the local doors of East End open. They should have left local doors of Beantown and all over the Bahamas open. But because they tried to close the local doors, God says, I'll open the doors of Switzerland. I'll open the doors of Canada. I'll open the doors of Africa. I'll open the doors that are international, because God says the same people, and you on it, Cora, the same people that reject you are going to cause you to be elevated. I want you to know, and I like that, rejected to be elevated. God says that he's rejecting you. Oh my God. He's rejecting you because the door you're trying to get in ain't big enough. I came to let someone know you've been on that job 15 years. You've been on that job 10 years. You've been on that job 5 years. You've been on that job 25 years. And you cannot get a promotion because God says the door is too small. The door is too small. God says you're fighting for that promotion. God says, when I'm about to make you debt free, I'm about to give you expansion that you can't even explain. God says, when I elevate you in this season, I need someone to share this video because someone is going to be encouraged by this. When you are elevated in this season, they will, listen here, there's going to be some local people that's going to open them local doors for you again. But I came to let the devil know the devil is a liar. The same way you close the local doors, not only do I want you to close the local doors, devil, put a latch on it so I can't get back in. Keep me out of the local doors, and international doors will open for me. If I knew then what I know now, I would have shouted every time a door closed. I would have given God glory every time the door closed. I would not have wasted my time being depressed. I would not have wasted my time crying if I knew that those small doors closing would have been so beneficial to me. I want you to know that the relationship that ended in your life, God says I had to end it because the door was not big enough. God says because you deserve better than that. The friendship that ended, God says I ended it because their mentality ain't big enough. They ain't going nowhere. Their dreams are on ground level zero. And God says I need to align you with people that's going to push you, that's going to help carry you. So I came to let someone know, if there was a door closed in your life in 2017, type hallelujah. But if you know that there's a big door and you can feel it in your spirit, and you know that there's a big door opening in 2018, shout hallelujah. I came to let somebody know, you've been trying to get a house, you've been trying to get a low-cost home, but God has you watching this tonight. God has you watching this to let you know the reason why I had to let them say no, because the house wasn't big enough. I came to let someone know, the bank told you no. They told you we could not give you what you want, but God says the door was too small, it was not big enough. So God says I'm going to elevate you. God says I'm going to increase your territory. There is abundance that's about to hit you. There are some mega doors about to open. God says you've been trying to force those single doors open. God says to tell you it's a double season. So God says I cause people to rise up against you so that you will not be stuck to one door. I came to let someone know who is watching this right now, you ought to give God glory for the small doors that left your life. The small people that left your life. Give God glory. And I came to let you know tonight, if you're going through the process, man, give God a praise, because something big is about to happen. I want to prophesy to someone watching this and let you know in 24 hours, you're going to understand why the small door closed. God says, because I got big things for you in this season. I hear the Lord says, God says to tell somebody, for all you've been going through, why are you looking for small rewards? For everything that you had to cross over, why are you looking for small rewards? I came to let you know, God says, I'm going to reward you based on your fire, Dominic. He said, I'm going to reward you based on your fire, Cora. Miss Roll, God is going to reward you based on the slander you had to go through. People don't know what you had to go through, but when they see you rolling in this season, they can understand that you tried to close the door to the Hyundai that I was trying to get, and now God opened the Bentley door for me. God is a good God. You can understand why you couldn't get the promotion on the job, because God says, I got a business I need you to run. God says that you can hire people. You can hire people in this season. And you don't go work for nobody in this season. I don't care how it is. God says, I got big things, Anastasia. God says, I got big things for you. But I had to move, Anastasia. God says, I had to move the small people from around you. And God says, I created the chaos, Anastasia, in your life to elevate you. And God says, like Haman, the same people that are talking about you and trying to close doors, God says, because you were fighting for Freeport doors, when God says, I had international doors for you. So God says, I had to get rid of Freeport people. I had to get rid of local people and put you around some people, God says, that's going to take you to a new level and ain't going to be mad. They ain't going to be jealous of you. Miss Bean Smith, they ain't going to be jealous of you in this season. They going to be happy for you in this season. So I came to let somebody know the same gallows that Haman built for Mordecai is the gallows he shall die in. So I came to let someone know the same trap that was set They're about to fall in that. They're going to fall in. You better be careful how you messing with people in this season, because the singing way you try to close doors. Let me tell you this. I want to close by saying this. Hear me and hear me good. What the enemy put on you, Inez, what the enemy put on you, Veronica, listen to me. They can't handle it. What you went through would send your haters crazy. And God says to let you know tonight, God says your enemies are about to get a front row seat, because God is going to cut a movie and you're going to be the star of this show. I came to let you know that God is about to open a miraculous doors that eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. You may not know where the money is coming from, but God says the money is in position to come to you. I want you to know that somebody watching this right now, somebody watching this, you're watching this. I don't know who you are, but you're watching this right now. You're just watching. And God says to let you know, for every small door that closed, I'll open up a double door. You're about to walk in a double door season. I don't know who you are, but you're about to walk in a double door season. You're about to buy real estate in areas you thought you would never live. You're about to buy cars that customs even ain't got the paperwork for. God says you're about to open businesses that gonna shock man and drop their lip. I came to let you know that the glory of God is on you and you cannot fail in this season. You are completely unstoppable. There is nothing that the devil could do concerning you. So let the haters know, man, if you gonna hate quick. If you gonna lie quick, because your time is over. I came to let you know God says that the wicked will prosper for a season, but the season is over. Come on, Prescola. I want you to know the season of the wicked prospering against you is over. And God is about to shut the mouth of your enemy. So in this season, hear me and hear me good. Your enemies are going to promote you. They think they're destroying you, but all they doing is billing you. Listen here. They should have never messed with you. You didn't even know you could have praised until they messed with you. You didn't even know you could have worshiped until they messed with you. You didn't even know you had the strength you had until they messed with you. The reason why you are who you are right now is because someone messed with you. But I came to let two people know they messed with the wrong person, because God's about to show you off. I came to let you know no apology is needed in this season, because the blessings look good on you. That the enemy don't have to apologize. Look for no apology. The blessing looks good on you. So I need you to declare tonight that an enemy is going to elevate me. The enemy is going to elevate me. I need you to declare in your mouth right now. If you're watching, I want you to say it. The enemy will have to elevate me in this season. They ain't gonna like that. They ain't gonna have no other choice, because God's gonna put people in your life. God's gonna put people in position and in place that are going to defend you, and you ain't gonna have to say nothing. He said, vengeance belong to me. And I came to let you know tonight that vengeance surely is the Lord's. I want you to be blessed. I want you to have a super night. I want you to please, I ask you again, share this video, because God is going to bless somebody by this. And I want you to know, even as you share this video, God says those that are delivered, those that are set free from this video, God says to tell you tonight that there's a blessing coming to you. So I want you to know that the enemy has no choice but to elevate you. God bless. I love you. Have a fabulous day. Love you.